Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Carol Rebels Crittenton, aka Miss Success. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to shoot a quick video. I'm going to take my glasses off. I just got back in the house I'm just getting back in the house from taking a walk around the neighborhood, and I walked up on the walking trail and past all the trees and all that kind of cool stuff, and I just wanted to get out and get some fresh air. But it goes a little further than that. About a month and a half ago, I had made the decision, maybe 2 months now. I had decided that I wanted to start taking better care of myself. I wanted to start working out more and eating healthier, and just spending more time meditating and praying, and just overall health, mind, body, and spirit. And so I was doing all those things, and I started trying to do the insanity workout. Now, why would I pick insanity workout? I mean, as some of you know, I was still recuperating from a car accident, and still have some pain, and maybe having some surgery or something like that in the near future. But I was trying to figure out, well, what can I do? Because I know, being a little healthier will help me heal faster from the surgery if I have to have it, or maybe it will help me so that I don't have to have surgery at all. But overall, I just wanted to be healthier. So I made that decision that I was going to work out. So I started trying to do the insanity workout. And if any of you have done it, or if you have seen the infomercials, it is in fact insane. I mean, but why would I pick that out of everything else that I could do? Well, because I am a results driven and results oriented person. I like to do things, and I like to do them in a big way. So if I'm going to work out, I want to do the thing that's going to give me the fastest results. That he's promising, like in 2 months I'm going to look like great, and I'm going to get this T-shirt and all this other cool stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. But it was a little insane, and even with me trying to do my Kara's modified insanity version, it still was it's just intense. So, and then I go to the doctor, and he's like, well, are you insane for even trying to take on such a big project, and trying to, we want you to exercise, but take it easy. So I said, okay. So I stopped doing that. And then I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? Maybe I'll go take a yoga class or something, because I really do love doing yoga. And then I said, well, I can walk. I can walk. So I can get up every morning and start taking a walk. And I put it off for about a week or two. And then I'm just going to move this camera. I put it off for a week or two, just because of the holidays and all that kind of stuff. So I went to New York last week with my kids, had a great time. We went to Times Square, and we did so much walking. And my back was hurting, and my knees were hurting, and my hips were hurting. And I said, you know what, this is ridiculous, because I love going to Manhattan. I love shopping and all the stores, and went at night, so all the lights were out and everything. So I said, okay, when I get back home, I'm making a decision. I'm going to start tomorrow morning, and not tomorrow morning, but as soon as I get back, Monday morning, I'm getting up and I'm walking. And if that goes well, then I'm going to do my yoga. I don't like to jog, because I think it's kind of stupid, like just run. But anyway, what I want to talk to you about today was decisions, choices. Like I said, it's Monday morning. And every Monday morning, I get a little sad. And it's kind of weird, because I get sad for all the people that have to go off to a job that they really hate. They hate their boss. They hate their coworkers. Or maybe they don't even hate it. They would just rather be anywhere else. Now, there's people that love their job. Like when I worked, I loved working. I didn't necessarily like working for other people, but I loved working. And so when people look at me, they have a tendency to say, oh, well, that's cool. Or maybe they think I'm bragging that, on a Monday morning, I don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to go to a job that I hate, to work for a boss that either I don't like, or they don't respect me, or I just feel like I'm worth more than whatever it is they're willing to pay me. And I am, it's not luck. And some people say, well, you're lucky, you're so blessed, God has smiled on you. And the truth is, God has smiled on all of us. And luck has nothing to do with where I am, and the ability to be able to take the time out that I need to recuperate and to build another business, and only doing the things that I love and like and I'm passionate about doing to make money. Those things are called decisions. I made decisions. I made choices along the way. I had my own company, but before I had started my IT company, I worked at the post office. I worked for my parents. I worked at the Tax Bureau of Philadelphia. I did Primerica. And the thing that was common in all those jobs and all those companies, and Primerica's a business, but the things that were common in that was that I gave 100%. Some people say 110%. Okay, I gave above and beyond what most people were willing to do. I went from working part-time, like $6 and something an hour at the tax bureau, to when I left, I was a director. I had my own department, and I had about, I want to say it was about 60 employees on 3 shifts that we were working. So those things didn't just happen. It just didn't fall in my lap. Like, God didn't just go, you know what, it's Carol, let's give her all the good stuff. No, I had to work. I worked. I was there, long hours. When other people would leave at 5 o'clock, I would stay. When I needed to know something else, I would take another class. I would take a free class. I would take a class that I had to pay for. When some of my coworkers, they'd say, what are you doing? I'm going to go take this new tax class. Well, is the company paying for it? Well, no, they're not. Well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take that, because if they're not going to reimburse you, then why would you do it? Well, I did it because I knew that I needed to know everything that I needed to know so that I could be more effective. And that's how you have to look at life, now, is what do you really want out of life? Are you satisfied with where you are? And as a result of me doing the things that I didn't necessarily want to do, but I did everything I did with excellence. I read a scripture one time years ago that said, work as unto the Lord. So once I got that in my head, I'm not working for man, I'm not working for woman. If they don't appreciate me, that's okay, because I'm not doing this for them. This is not about them. If I'm working in a business, this is about the customer and the end result, that the customer receives the service. It doesn't have anything to do with, I hate my boss is a jerk, or whatever. Even if I've had a couple of good bosses, but the point is, I was preparing myself every step of the way. I took classes on my own. I read everything I could read. I clocked hours in the library researching things, and I still do. I love to go to the library because I love to be surrounded by books, and I have a lot of books, but I really just love to be surrounded by books. I like the peace and the quiet, and it just feels like a place where I'm absorbing the knowledge. Okay, the point of this is, you have to make a decision. Are you going off every day to a job that you hate? If you are, you're one of the people that it just breaks my heart, because I think the reason most people do that is because they don't know, or they really don't understand that they don't have to do that, that there's a better way, that you can live the life that you dream of. And I am blessed. I am the first person to say I'm blessed, and I'm well blessed. But it's nothing more that you can't have in your own life. It all starts with a decision, though. What decisions are you making on a daily basis? What are you doing on a daily basis? I'm a person that rarely watches television, and there's nothing wrong with television. I sat here last night with my sister and my niece and my daughter, and we had family time, and we watched the Liz and Dick story about Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. That was really good. I watched the show The Men Who Built America. I love that. Just even though some of their ways weren't that great, but just the passion and the determination that it took, and the vision that they had to see things through. To create electricity to create the railroad